Yo, damn, bro. As soon as I get on, somebody said Israel got him. Come on, man. I am going live, bro. Can y'all hear me? Let me know if I need to turn it up or something. Someone at the ops got him. Come on, man. Can y'all hear me? I don't sound like I'm talking in the Android or nothing, do I? All right, cool. Yeah, my bad. I was trying to get in here, man. But it was taking all day. It took me like 4 minutes to get in here, but I knew I had to go live sooner or later because I ain't even gonna lie, bro. I don't even really know how to do it. So I'm like, yeah, let me just go here. I tried to use two screens, but apparently the PC I have built only got one HDMI slot. So I got to kind of do this like kind of blind. Damn, I thought you were AI. No, you didn't. Come on, man. See, the thing about AI, you can tell, bro, because AI can't even really do a tone. You know what I'm saying? Like AI don't understand tone. Like I just be talking like this. You know what I'm saying? I might have lost my Chicago accent a little bit, but I'm not AI, bro. Don't do me like that. Come on, shit, that's your real voice. Come on, bro. I love your channel. Please talk more about the NY drill scene. See, the whole thing about New York drill, the scene just as bad as Chicago. It's just that, bro, I kind of try to stay away from the drill now because if I'm talking about Chicago drill, everybody dead, bro. And if I talk about New York drill, everybody in jail. So at the end of the day, I'd rather just, I don't know, man. I'd rather just try to tell dude and them to stay out the streets rather than covering the streets. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Scotty for the $10 donation, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, I do need mods. I need a lot of stuff. Actually, once I get the second channel monetized, I'm gonna need an editor too. But I'll figure out. I got like a whole application process I'm gonna do for the editor on the second page because obviously I'm not gonna have none of y'all edit me or edit my videos without paying y'all. You know, I ain't gonna make you do that shit for free. So yeah, I'm gonna probably just like for anybody that want to be an editor on the second page in the future, what I'm gonna probably do is I'm gonna just like send you a voice track and just tell you to chop it up and make a funny video, and whoever make the funniest video you hire, basically. That's fair, right? Yo, Trapp, you made good money, man. It's a blessing. And man, yesterday or the day before, I got a comment, man. Some dude that he a supporter of the channel, but he was trying to tell me like, yeah, I'm monetized, but I'm trying to get the second channel monetized. The second channel is really for stuff that I'm kind of like scared to do on my big channel because I don't want my big channel to get taken. So, but at the same time, I'm not getting too controversial on the second channel. But the second channel was just for stuff that I would kind of be hesitant to talk about on the first channel. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it was a dude that support the channel, man. He was trying to go back and forth with me the other day, saying that like he was like, man, bro, I saw you on the YouTube feature page. What fraternity did you say you was in? Like, he was trying to say like he was trying to argue with me that like a fraternity industry planted me as a YouTuber. And I was thinking like, bro, a college fraternity industry planted me on YouTube. Like that's crazy. And that's another reason why I try to stay a little bit away from conspiracy theories. Cause I love a good conspiracy theory, bro. I always say that. But everything not a conspiracy theory, you know what I'm saying? Like that's why I be telling y'all, like, bro, if you just drop videos every day, like for like a year and a half, 2 years, you will blow up too. You know what I'm saying? He is wrong because, bro, I'm not even part. Like I didn't even go all the way through as in the fraternity and shit. Like if you watch my old videos, you will see that once I saw them doing like stuff that was low key blasphemous, I got up out of there. And on top of that, you got to pay dues to be in that. So once they told me I owe $3,000, Bryant never talked to them again. Like my rent, not even $3,000. No, it's been multiple conspiracies about me, bro. Somebody was also commenting on my videos talking about like my parents in the CIA and all this. Like, yeah, bro. Sure, that everything not a conspiracy theory, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of good conspiracy theories out there, but everything ain't yeah, 3 racks, bro, to pay your dues because you know in a fraternity, people be in it after college for nepotism. You know what I'm saying? To like get in corporate jobs and all that. But like I didn't even graduate from college, so I wasn't gonna get no corporate job anyway, unless I was gonna be the janitor at a corporate building. I could have been a janitor. The dog out in the backyard. My wife actually working the grill right now, so or he might, I'm assuming he in the backyard. He might just be downstairs. Yeah, frats are dumb, bro. That's why it's so easy to get like, you know what I'm saying? That's why people join them freshman year in college because you 18, you'll do anything. Like, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to who sent that? Hey, I don't like the number on that donation, but all seeing eye, but I definitely appreciate it. And yeah, whenever I do the editing stuff, I'll put out the application and then I get everybody I get everybody a shot. I just gotta, you know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to get the second channel a little established more so that I can pay y'all as editor. No, I ain't experienced I ain't experienced no tornado. It's funny, bro, because I remember like as a kid growing up in Chicago, I used to be scared watching the tornadoes on the Weather Channel, but I was too dumb to realize that Chicago not really at that much risk for a tornado. Nah, bro, don't start no frat, bro. Don't do it. New Jersey politics. I don't know. I'm not gonna act like I'm not really that versed on New Jersey politics. Make a video of African dictators. Yeah. You know what's crazy? I feel like some of my political videos be getting like they be low key getting like I ain't gonna say shadow ban, bro, because I don't believe in the whole shadow ban thing. But like I think that like so how YouTube do like how YouTube pushes your videos out, majority of your subscribers have to watch your video before YouTube push it out. And some of my conspiracy, it seems like the people that watch me, that like my political videos, it's like a niche bunch of them. And then it's like a bigger bunch that don't really care, you know what I'm saying? They say shadow ban is real, but I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how you get shadow because I done dropped the video that I thought was controversial that didn't get shadow banned, and then I dropped the video that you know what I'm saying, that I didn't think nothing was wrong with, and I got like my last video, I got like age restricted, bro. And they kind of took some of my monetization because I showed speed riding out of sunroof. They say it was promoting dangerous behavior, so I don't know, man. It's crazy. Yeah, I heard about gematria. I know about gematria for sure. Shout out to Omi Lab official from the CIA. Oh no, bro. 3 ads? They showed you 3 ads to listen to me? That's crazy, bro. Bro. Stop with the conspiracy theory, bro. Listen, if you think that you gotta be like planted to be on YouTube, I encourage you to go and try to do YouTube yourself, bro. Cause I ain't gonna lie, the dude that showed me YouTube was possible was just some dude from the north side of Chicago that just used to sit in his car and smoke. Like he showed on house arrest. He showed me that it was possible, bro. Gas gonna cost $3,000, man. I already got an SUV, bro, so my car wasn't never good on gas in the first place. Shout out to you, Scotty. If you could live anywhere outside of Chicago, where would it be and why? Florida, 100%. I like palm trees. What can I say? And I don't like wildfires, so I wouldn't move to California. And I'm scared of California, bro. Too many like rich people and famous people out there. I'm terrified of LA and all that. I got family in San Diego, but I don't know, bro. Something about California scared me, like way more than Chicago scared me. What other YouTuber would you collaborate with? Probably anybody I watch, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I rock with Danny Gonzalez and Drew Gooden. And let's see who else. It's a dude named Hang Time. I rock with him, bro. He was like a college football player, but he do like, he doing this thing. I rock with him. He actually was calling out YouTubers to box him, and I was thinking like, man, that'd be a crazy face reveal if I just accepted like a YouTuber boxing match. But then, what kind of face reveal if I get knocked out the first time y'all see me? That'd be crazy, wouldn't it? You ain't seen enough body cams if you want to move to Florida. I don't know, bro. In Chicago, the police will grab you by your collar, bro. Like when I was in high school, the police in Chicago was hopping out the cars while they was moving and throwing us against the wall. So it can't be no worse than that, bro. The Chicago police operate like the CIA, bro. They don't listen to nobody. So you know what I'm saying? Yeah, no, dude that was doing the YouTube boxing content, I ain't gonna lie, he swole. Like, I be going to the gym, but dude was a football player. Like, I ain't gonna lie. It was for charity though. It's crazy. I'll get knocked out for charity. I ain't gonna lie. Would you do an interview with Adam 22? Negative. Definitely not. And I don't know him, bro. So I ain't gonna act like I got something against him personally, but I'm just not with it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't with the inviting gang members on the channel just to like ask them if they heard somebody talking about them. I ain't with that. That would be a crazy face reveal too. What if I reveal myself on No Jumper? Like, that's crazy, bro. Hearing him speaks on it. Thank you for the donation. It's good to see homegrown doing it for sure, man. Went to Chicago for a vacation. Was on the train platform. 2 Chicago cops harassed. Yeah, bro. The Chicago police ruthless. I mean, they got a reason to be. You know what I'm saying? Imagine if you was a cop in Chicago, you would be on edge for sure. Yeah, I'm a fan of Durk music. I think he tripping though. You shouldn't be up $40 million still gang banging though. He tripping. You ever had thoughts of doing a face reveal? For sure. I feel like it would kind of be easier for me to make videos if I did. I'm trying to start a YouTube commentary channel. Any advice? Post every day. And if you want to do commentary, just like make sure you actually want to do it, because like I always say, you got to be willing to do it for free. So you got to be able to do it every day. Like when I first started my channel, like y'all can't even see the videos I made back when I first started my channel in 2023 because I deleted them because they was a little cringe. You know what I'm saying? But I was writing my script at work. And then when I got off work, I was recording my videos. And then because I would get off at like 4 o'clock and by 7 or 8, I'll be done and I'll post it. And like, you know what I'm saying? Like I saw other YouTubers posting like once a month or once every 2 weeks. And I was like, well, I can't do that just starting out. Like what I'm posting once a month for, like I'm trying to build like buzz and don't nobody even know who I am. So I just post it every day. So that's my best advice. Because also if you posting every day, then you will like know what works. You know what I'm saying? So just post every day. I stream damn near daily for sure. How much do you have to write for a script? It depends on how long, my videos be like 8 to 12 minutes long. So, but some scripts, I'll just write half of it and it's just something I really want to talk about. So, I'll just freestyle the other half of it, and some of them I do have to do my homework. So it takes a little longer the more homework I have to do on a video, the longer it takes me to write a script. But sometimes I just be in a mode. Like if y'all see me drop day after like one day, then I drop tomorrow, that means I was just really like, locked in for sure. Shout out to Fatal Fusion. What states, countries do you plan on doing next? I don't know. That's a good question. I did just drop a video on like the whole Iran thing on my second channel. So I don't know. Do 10+ minute videos pay more? Yeah, they do. And because like I ain't gonna lie, like somebody like Charleston White, like whenever he did have a YouTube channel before they banned everything that he had, he said he was getting paid a lot just because his only content was him live streaming for like 3 hours and talking crazy. But obviously, if you talk too crazy, like you're not gonna have a channel for that long. Do you make enough to live off? Yeah, man, it's a blessing. It's definitely a blessing. Like I was able to start doing this full time almost a year ago now. I was able to start doing it full time. But you know, like I say, that's just for me dropping every single day and figuring out what works and all that. The second channel was yeah, I forgot what it's called. You just type in Trap the Dog, but it's at TrappUniversity too. That's the second channel. Fully chopping them. I talked about them one time, but like I say, I don't even want to really talk about the drill scene, man, because it's honestly sad when you think about it. Do more videos about the Mafia. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I just like to, if I do another video about the Mafia, I want it to be something super interesting that I feel like most people don't even know about. So that's something that'll take me a little longer to drop. What's the idea for the next video? I can't tell you that. You know what I'm saying? Then you might know what I'm dropping. So I'll see you now. Thanks for coming through, man. Enjoy the rest of your day, bro. Would you box Trap or Ross or Adam? I ain't gonna lie. Again, it's not nothing personal against him, but I probably wouldn't do no content with Adam. And I don't know. I feel like if I was to box somebody like Trap Lord Ross, honestly, no, I feel like that it just look like I'm doing it for clout, bro. So I don't know. Who was that in the cover photo? On my YouTube, that's Chance the Rapper. I just put him in there because he was like dressed up as a reporter and he from Chicago too. So I thought, perfect. What's the outro song? It doesn't have a name. Everybody be asking me that, but it don't have a name. It's for real, just like a random sound I found that I was like, I need that. Have you read my donation? Let's see, Monster Jam. I think I might have missed it. Let me see. Let me see what you're talking about. Bryant. I've heard that name, but I ain't gonna lie. I haven't did my homework on a Monster. I will, and if it's interesting, you know, you'll definitely be hearing about it. How long are you gonna be live for? I don't know. I don't know. How long I've been live now? Damn, it already been 18 minutes. That's crazy. I don't know, maybe an hour or so or something. I don't hate California, bro. I love California. I'm just, y'all scare me. I'm scared of California. I love it. It's beautiful though. I would love to go to Beverly Hills one day. I'm just scared of California. Do you remember Zach TV? Of course, bro. Of course. Shout out to Boston. No, I don't see. I don't hate Cali, bro, because you know what I'm saying. It ain't everybody in Cali fault that that's where all the rich, evil people decide to go live. It ain't their fault. You know what I'm saying. It ain't some dude in South Central fault that the for Beverly Hills existing. I might be live to the food ready. Like I say, my wife out there working the grill, so you know what I'm saying. I ain't gonna be smacking the y'all ear and all that. Hey, y'all gotta chill. Shout out to Paris, man. See, I be feeling bad when I see people in like other countries like watching me because I'd be like, damn, bro, I need to learn a foreign language and stop being like a typical American that only know one language. I tried to take Spanish, bro. I took Spanish 3 times, if y'all can believe it, and I failed every single time. Have you ever stumbled on something researching that shook you? All the time, bro. All the time. All the time. Like all the time for sure. I flow 593. Shout out to you. Are you on the north side, man? Shout out to the north side, bro. I remember the first time I went to the north side, I was kind of ignorant of the north side. I was in uptown. I thought I was in a nice neighborhood. So I started seeing people pop out of alleys. Shout out from Poland, man. Shout out to you. I'm not gonna lie, your Spanish pronunciations are pretty good. Hey, it take a lot of different takes. I try to get it right. I try to respect everybody's language. Do you think researching is? Oh, yeah, it's it's hard overseas and especially in the Middle East. It get kind of touchy. Can we get an updated Lil Durk video? Man, listen, it's only really one update on Lil Durk until the case over, bro. He was too rich to be doing anything like that. When I seen him laying on somebody's couch in the middle of Inglewood, Chicago as a millionaire, I knew he was tripping, bro. Once you rich, you ain't got no business being around gang members unless you helping them start a business or take care of their kids. But once you rich and 30 and gang banging, you lost, man. Shouldn't nobody that rich even be in? If you that rich, the only reason you should be in the feds is tax evasion. You think you banned from Dubai? I know for sure I'm banned from Dubai. They actually got a 5 membership. Shout out to Mr. Blade Master, bro. I'm for sure banned from Dubai. They actually have a cybercrime law where if you get on the internet and criticize them, because remember I did the video where the guy went to jail over a negative Google review. So what you think they'd do to me? I'd drop like 5 Dubai videos. That's over with. If I ever land, like, even though I haven't showed my face, I guarantee them people know what's on my ID and all that. Like, if I ever went to Dubai, y'all will see it because I will be my ass in jail. And I have to be calling Donald Trump to try to get me out. Shout out to you, Mr. Blade Master. I definitely appreciate you, bro. What was your GPA when you finished high school? I didn't even finish high school. I had a 1.5. Look, school in Chicago was ruthless, bro. Because see, my wife went to school in like a much, much smaller town. And like, they was pretty much graduating anybody. But in Chicago, they will happily fail your ass. No mercy. But I was like, I was ditching school every day. Like, I was ditching school. That's why my GPA was so low. And I failed the easiest class senior year because I kept ditching it. And that's why I didn't graduate. So I just ended up going downtown in Chicago and getting my GED. And that's how I ended up going to college. And that's how I found out that they lied to us about college, bro. They tried to say, oh, it's hard to get into college. You got to have a 4.7 GPA. And I got into every college I applied to with a GED. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't get into Harvard. But yeah, I got into every college like that I applied to, except Arizona State. A lot of people think I went to Arizona State. I didn't. I tried to transfer there, but like they told me no. Are you a grown man or something? What does that mean, bro? Am I a grown man? Yeah, I am an adult male. I sure am. A Sun Devil, no, I ain't gonna lie. After my freshman year in college, I went out to Arizona for the summer, which is a horrible time to go to Arizona, but I went out there to hang with my cousin, and I wanted to transfer because it was fun in Arizona. The only thing I didn't like about Arizona was the fact that it was 150 degrees. Should I go to college if it's free? Hell yeah. I mean, listen, see, I would tell people don't go to college if you don't know what you're going to do. But if you know what you're going to do, especially if you know what you want and you feel like you kind of socially awkward or something, I would definitely suggest you go to college and stay on campus. College is not like high school. Like, ain't no bullying in college. If you are in your shell, going to college will help you break out your shell, bro. I done seen the most awkward dude on campus get lifted in the air and carried through campus, man. Celebrate it. Yeah, don't go to no expensive college. I went to a cheap university. You know what I'm saying? Don't go somewhere that's 30,000 a year. That's crazy. Unless you get a scholarship. I couldn't get a scholarship because I used to ditch school too much in high school. But if you can get a scholarship, go on ahead. And I quit sports too early, so I messed up my chance of getting a scholarship. College is boring. No, it was fun, bro. Oops, lost my wings. Come on, man. Trap, I think I seen you in person just off your voice. What part of Chicago you be in? If you was on the south side, you might have seen me. But I don't know, you could have also seen my brother. Me and my brother like damn near identical, even though we're 10 years apart. Are you religious? Yeah, y'all know I'm a Christian, man. I ain't gonna lie. Me and my homies was walking down the street one day when I was in high school, and as we walking, some little ass boys hopped out of the car. They was like some missionaries, and they were just trying to talk to us and tell us to come to their church, but I wasn't really trying to hear it. But turns out, in a little short time that they was trying to talk to me, somebody had just got killed on the block that I was on the way to. So if them little missionary dudes didn't hop out the car and talk to me, we would have been right on the block in the middle of a shootout. So you can't ignore everything. I ain't gonna lie. Bro, why you live? I'm at work. I'm sorry, bro. I tried to go live on Sunday, man. I figured some people would be off work, you know what I'm saying? Thoughts on Boston. Very rich history. You know, I love history, man. Ain't many cities in America more historical than Boston. Was you in a gang? No, but I was too closely affiliated with people that was, so it didn't even matter, man. People was gonna shoot at me if they seen me with so and so and all that. So, but I distanced myself from that. That's why I went away to college. You have kids, brother? No, sir. My wife want to wait till she like in her 30s, I guess. Plus, we got a dog and 2 cats, bro. They expensive enough. I want to go to Florida for sure. But I don't know. I'll go anywhere with a palm tree except California. Again, no hate to California. I'm just scared of y'all, bro. Nairobi, Kenya. Shout out to Nairobi. Shout out to Canada. You a GD or a BD? Come on, I'm an adult, man. Gang banging is for little kids. What's life like being 6'4"? I don't know. My knee hurt. What you think is going on in Alberta, Calgary? I haven't really looked into Calgary recently. I ain't gonna lie. You ever get to the point of uploading and end up trashing the whole project? I don't get that far. If I figure if I'm gonna like trash, if I'm gonna throw a video away, I usually figure out right after I record. You know what I'm saying? Because stuff sounds a lot different in your head and on the script than it does once you actually record it. And sometimes an idea for one video has just turned into an idea for another video. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Chicago is very hot and humid in the summer, but it's not worse than Arizona. I tell you. I have not been to Texas yet. I do want to visit. I've been a lot of places, but Texas is not somewhere I've been. You play video games? I ain't even gonna lie to you. It's one game called Bannerlord. I ain't gonna lie, I play it every now and then. I don't really have time to play because I really be like editing videos most of the time. You ever traveled outside the USA? Yeah, I've been to Mexico and I've been to the Virgin Islands. I went to Aruba, Barbados, St. Thomas. What's the other one? Yeah, I think that's it. Been watching you for a while. Love your content. When you first started YouTube, how did you find out what kind of content you want to put out? It took some time because the videos I make now, it's not even the type of videos I was making when I first started. You know, that's why I say drop every day, because you'll figure out what works and what doesn't. And like once you do, you'll really be able to get into making exactly what you want. Because I didn't know what type of content I should make. I was just trying out anything. So I definitely didn't know at first. I'm not from 63rd. Y'all know I'm from 79th. You got War Sales DLC? No, man, they kind of extortionate on the price. I live in Harris County. Are you going to make a video on Judge? It's Harris County. Is that where Houston is? I'll look into that, Judge. Are you ever going to make a video on... I did. I actually just dropped the Iran video on the second channel. I'm not from Bloodhound. They from like across Cottage Grove. I'm not. I do know one of their cousins though. How'd you come up with the name TrappUniversity? Trap is my dog's name. And university, I don't know. Maybe it's because I was still kind of, I don't know. I don't know where the university part came from. I ain't gonna lie, but my dog name is Trap. Second channel is Trap University 2 or Trap the Dog. I ain't gonna lie. Oh well, my cat don't really. Okay, so my cat, the girl, her name is Baby Girl, and the boy cat, his name Nicodemus. Call him Nico for short. Crazy 79th Street story, man. I don't know, bro. You see something crazy on 79th, just being on 79th. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't really have. I mean, you know, I gotta. Yeah, like I used to have a homie that we used to have to walk back to his crib because for some reason he lived on a block. I had a homie that involved himself super heavy with a clique that didn't even really mess with him like that. So whenever he would go back to his block, he was kind of in danger because all they ops lived on his block. So we used to kind of walk him home, even though we ain't had no guns. So we was walking him home knowing that we was all gonna get like hurt if something happened. Yeah, he used to get chased on 79th Street, man. We used to have to help him. Hello, Trap. With the current state of the world, do you believe we are in the end times? No, I think that it said that you got to have 1,000 years of peace to be in the end times or something like that. So we ain't even had 1 year. Deep dive on Cabrini Greens. I ain't gonna lie. I didn't. I haven't really been in that area too much, but I remember when I was a kid, my cousin. I got a cousin, bro. He used to always go to parties, bro. And I remember when I was like 14 or something, he was like, "Yeah, bro, I'm finna go to a party in Cabrini Greens." And actually, no, my other cousin was trying to convince me and my other cousin to go to a party in Cabrini Greens, and we was trying to tell him because he's from the north side. So we was trying to tell him like, bro, don't go over there, don't do that. And he wasn't trying to hear it. You know, he was just trying to go. He was just trying to go party. But he said when he got there, it was safe only because it was a dude at the front door with an AR that was patting people down. So I don't. That's about the most I know about Cabrini. No, I don't know Cairo. I don't know Cairo. I'm not from that part of 79th. That's a little bit too east. I'm not from that far east. Of course, Chicago gave me PTSD. College helped it though. I ain't gonna lie. Going to college in a small town definitely helped me get out of that. Can I blow up as a content creator? For sure. Just go ahead, start now. I tell people don't even wait and try to figure out what you want to do. Just start now. Did your Epstein videos cause channel issues? No, it's crazy, bro. The video, like my kick video, got age restricted. That's the one that caused the issue. My video about kick. I ain't gonna lie, I don't watch anime. I used to like Dragon Ball Z when I was a little kid, though, for sure. Have you ever been racially profiled growing up? No, Chicago is not a racist city. Chicago is classist. If you broke, you gonna get pocket profiled. Rich people in Chicago don't want to be around black people. Well, I mean, don't want to be around broke people. It don't matter if you black, white, or Hispanic. Chicago not racist. Chicago is classist. Rich people don't want to be around broke people. So I never really experienced that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I done hung with Ukrainians, Italians, Poles. I done hung with Puerto Ricans, Mexicans. Chicago not a racist city, bro. A lot of Chicago is immigrants too, like European immigrants and all that. Shout out to We Can't Let Neil Win. Who is Neil? Any plans to get TrappUniversity accredited? Maybe one day. Chicago not racist, bro. I've been in Chicago my whole life. Like, it's not racist, bro. If you think it's racist, that means that you don't have $1 million. Because if you go downtown, then people downtown don't want to associate you. Don't want to associate with you if you're not rich. Like, of course, people like it's kind of segregated. You know what I'm saying? Because it's got like different like ethnicities live in different neighborhoods. But go somewhere like Hyde Park, bro. All the races is together. You know what I'm saying? It's far from Alabama or something. Pocket profile is crazy. Welcome to Chicago. Of course, I would try to save Chicago, man. That's why I got all my memories at. I'm Polish, broski. Yeah, a lot of Chicago is Polish. I think that Chicago got like the biggest Polish population outside of Warsaw. I used to watch Mac Mula. He reacted to a couple of my videos too. That's what's up. I haven't been to a lot of the East Coast. Shout out to ATL and Germany. Yeah, yeah, I would definitely do a German video for sure. Just in Hyde Park though. I mean, you could argue that a lot of the North Side is pretty mixed too. You know what I'm saying? The North Side is like probably one of the most open parts of the city. The North Side literally has an LGBTQ neighborhood. Like, you ever been to Boys Town? Like, if you go to a part of Chicago called Boys Town, the police cars got rainbows on them. Chicago's a pretty open city. What's a fire movie I should watch? I don't know, man. I haven't watched a lot of movies recently. A lot of movies been disappointing me. But yeah, the North Side is for sure a melting pot. And people from the South Side don't really know that because Chicago is so big. You can grow up on one side of Chicago and be locked in that side of Chicago. Like, I remember growing up on the South Side, I would meet people that hadn't even been downtown until they was 17, which is crazy that it's people in Chicago that never took a 30-minute train ride to the other part of the city. I like Wrigleyville. Wrigleyville is a nice neighborhood. Oleg Spaghetti, shout out to you for the 13.99. Yo, Trap, do you have any interest in geopolitics? Of course. Think you would ever do a video on the rebel insurgency unit crime to fund the resistance, similar to what's going on in Myanmar? I've thought about it for sure, man. I just don't know how much of my audience is actually interested in that. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Bronx. I would love to come to the Bronx to get a bacon, egg, and cheese, but I don't know. I'm kind of scared of the Bronx too. I might just go to Queens. I'll be hearing a lot of good stuff about Brooklyn. I actually got some family in Brooklyn, but that's only because my granddaddy was a Rolling Stone, man. He got kids all over the country. Like, I got Hispanic family in New York. I will always keep covering the corruption for sure. Now I go to Harlem. I stay in Florida now. I had to leave my hometown. What's your hometown? Brooklyn in the house. Just lost a friend violently. Damn, Overdrive. I'm sorry for your loss. If you pray, I will pray. You know what I'm saying? A lot of crazy stuff started happening to me around Chicago right before I went to college, and that kind of influenced me to go away to college to get away for a second to get a breather. Like, my best friend got shot right before we left. Favorite rappers? I don't know. I like Lil Durk, but he disappointed me, bro. He really disappointed me. No face, no case law in Chicago. What's that? I know Chicago got a lot of very strange laws. Despite the fact that Illinois is not a stand your ground state, you can get like a mutual combat even if you're using like a weapon that you're not supposed to have. Somebody like attacked you first. Yeah, a lot of wars started over people not being able to take L's for sure. You a Florida man? I'm not a Florida man. I do want to. Florida is somewhere I will move though. Why do you think the black community is falling for the racial divide agenda? Because it's pushed real hard. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I don't agree with no political party. Because I grew up in Chicago where, you know, one party will try to tell you, oh, this party don't care about you. And then if you go to a city or a state that's with the other party, they'll tell you the same thing, man. These are all rich people that don't care about me or you. Did you ever meet King Von? Hell no. I'm glad I didn't meet him. He don't seem like somebody you want to run into in the streets. But I'm not from Woodline or 63rd and all that. You know what I'm saying? And plus Vaughn was in jail for most of his life, so it would have been pretty hard to meet him. Like, I think one of the longest times he was out of jail was when he got famous, because he used to go to jail like all the time. Every community believe mainstream media news. Like, you ever been to a small town? A lot of them, they believe whatever they see on the news. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I heard a guy in a small town say that he was scared of immigrants somewhere where he live in a town where immigrants have never even been. Immigrants don't even know to go. So, especially people over 50, they all fall for the news. Like, you know what I'm saying? My dad was trying to convince me that I should get antennas for my TV so I could watch cable, because it's really hard for me to explain to him that nobody watched cable. Yella. Oh, man. Did Chief Keef put Chicago on the map? For sure. Because I feel like before Chief Keef came out, people was more, well, Atlanta was pretty much running the country before Chief Keef came out. We all know that. And before that, everybody was only into California, California and New York. Trap is a cute little dog, isn't he? Would you ever make a video on Indianapolis? Maybe. They got a lot going on out there. Any city that's open carry that got gangs is crazy work. Yeah, we had Common, but people my age and younger don't really care about Common. There's people that my parents care about. Common's still a Chicago legend for sure. I'll talk about Israel. And in my new video on my second channel, I kind of mentioned that like a lot of people don't know that it's a lot of Israelis in Israel that protest their own government. A lot of people don't know that. A lot of people just think that everybody over there agree with the government, but I don't know no country where everybody agree with their government. I have read some books. Man, I read like a history manuscript. I read part of like the Anglo-Saxon Chronicle. I'm a history nerd. Where's your second channel? Just type in TrappUniversity 2, or type in Trap the Dog, or just go on my main channel. I shouted it out because I dropped a video on there today. GTA 6 live stream, of course. Of course I will do that. I did make an Iran war video. It's on the second channel. For sure. Is your dog a beagle? He's a beagle mix. So basically he looks like a giant beagle is what he looks like. He's only half beagle. But he is mixed with another hound dog, so his face looks completely like a beagle. Trap is a dog. Trap is my dog. Yep, the other channel was Trap the Dog or TrappUniversity 2. Dog is named Trap. TRAPP. I appreciate you saying I'm well articulated. See, my mom, she always worked in like a corporate setting. So it's like she used to try to make sure as a kid that I was well articulated because, we grew up in the hood. I'm a mama from the projects. So, you know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, she was working downtown around all these rich people. So, she wanted me to always be able to sound professional. You know what I'm saying? Why'd you make a second channel? To post stuff I'm scared to post on the first channel. I show my mom your video. Shout out to you and your mom. Happy Sunday. How do you research? Depends on what I'm talking about. If I'm talking about crime, I'll reference it with like news clips, and then I'll do my own research and check multiple sources because, some media sources are biased. So you got to check as many as you can to, try to get a good grasp on what you're talking about. Can we see your cats? For sure. I think I posted them in a Discord one time. I'm not worried about a face reveal for real. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I'm more controversial than any other YouTuber. What conspiracy theories do you believe? I don't know, because I feel like now, especially with all the, the stuff that's going on with Epstein, it's hard to say what's conspiracy theory, because a lot of stuff that I was hearing about in conspiracy YouTube videos when I was a little kid is coming true. So I don't even know. What's the Discord? I don't even know, man. I gotta find the link. I ain't gonna lie to you. I never even been on Discord until I made until my channel kind of got big. I just made it so my people could have somewhere to talk. I really don't even know how to use it. Yeah, yeah. I think my Discord is in my channel description. Shout out to the UK. Don't do a face reveal. It's okay, man. I think at least my wife think I'm cute. I'm not scared to do a face reveal. It's okay. I'm not 40, bro. I am a young millennial though. I will be considered the youngest millennial. Like I say, my wife is Gen Z. I'm only a few years older than her. Me and my wife we've been together for 7 years, but we just got married. We got married in 2024. Shout out to Finland. Littlest trapper. Are you black? Yeah, yeah, I am. I took I took one of the DNA tests though. It said I'm 20% European though. But I'm 70% African, you know what I'm saying? I'm Nigerian and Ghanaian and all that, you know. I'm not 32. I'm not that old. Watching Unc from Saudi Arabia. Whoa, shout out to you, Khaled. Any more Detroit content coming? Maybe. Maybe so. Who is your favorite rapper? I don't really have no favorite rapper. You know, I ain't gonna lie. Man, I'm sorry to hear that, Mr. Blade Master. I'm gonna say a prayer for your sanity, brother. I'm not 40, bro. We plan on having kids once we do a little bit more traveling. You know, I want to be able to travel. You know what I'm saying? I ain't about to have no kids right now and have to be finding a babysitter and all that. It depends on how long it take you to make a video. It depends, you know. Some videos take 2-3 days, some videos take 12 hours. You ever been to the Taste of Chicago? Almost every year. Dubai trip soon, I'll go to jail. I can't go to Dubai, they'll take me to jail. You sound like you have a small mustache. What do you mean define small? I've never lost a game of basketball in my life. I always lose basketball games to my wife because she played varsity. She a real deal hooper. She embarrassed me. I'm 6'5". I can't even mess with her on the court. I ain't even gonna lie to you. My mustache ain't too thin. My mustache can't really grow that. You know how some dudes, their facial hair just can't grow in super thick. That's how mine is. For sure, Mr. Blade Master. And I hope my videos, I hope my videos helped you through a lot of tough times too. Get off my mustache, man. Would you rather be rich or famous? Um, I mean, it'd be crazy to be famous if you ain't got no money. That's kind of a security risk, ain't it? Blorded, put this towards a plane ticket to Saudi Arabia. The prince awaits you. I don't know. I haven't said nothing negative about Saudi Arabia, but I'm not gonna lie. Um, I feel like I did mention the crown prince though. I'm kind of scared. Your video saved my marriage. You like the white Kanye. I'm not white, but I appreciate that I saved your marriage. I am in an interracial marriage though. So you want to be famous? I would rather be I'd rather have money and nobody know me. But I guess it's kind of already over with because y'all already know what I sound like. I did mention MBS, so yeah, I probably can't go to. But see, I don't know how y'all cybercrime laws is because I told you, like in the UAE, they got strict cybercrime laws. So just based on the videos I made about Dubai, I can't really go there. Yeah, I'll stop that. I would love to visit Italy. I love history. I love history. I would love to go to Italy, man. You have no idea. I don't stay in Texas. If I did stay in Texas, I would be paying a lot less in taxes. I wish. I'm moving from Texas to Detroit on the road right now listening to you. Drive safe. Um, Hold on. Bro, you know it's cold in Detroit. You know what I'm saying? Ah, man, I'm trying to get away from the cold. But shout out to you. Drive safe. My parents are going back to Italy. Yeah. I mean, I heard that the economic situation is not that good in Italy, but I'd probably take living in Southern Italy over the Midwest any day just because I love palm trees. They probably want to arrest you. Too much bad PR. You might get a call or two. I can deal with that. I can deal with that. Why there's so much named after Pulaski? I don't know. But like I said, Poles are very influential. I think Pulaski was Polish. Poles are very influential in Chicago. How did you meet your wife? I was working as a fry cook like SpongeBob, and she was a server. I was in college trying to get some money so I could be fly in college, and that's when I met her. Sacramento, shout out to Sacramento. Thoughts on Iran. I dropped a whole video about it. Do you like Waka Flocka? I mean, I don't really follow Waka Flocka that much. I don't know what he do. I don't want to say I like. No, matter of fact, I seen Waka Flocka do some weird stuff, so I don't know about Waka Flocka. Like with the whole party stuff. Like I saw Waka Flocka say he didn't like Donald Trump, and then he say he didn't like Joe Biden. So he took a public stance against the Republicans and stood for the Democrats. Then he took a public stance against the Democrats and then stood for the Republicans. Just, he just like Snoop Dogg. Like you pay him, he'll say whatever. So I don't know if I get down Waka Flocka. Yeah, he go hard in the paint, but he go hard in the paint for whoever pay him. How many views to make $1,000? I mean, you could probably get 100,000 depending on your channel. See, everybody channel get paid differently. Average, like your videos make however much the advertiser is willing to spend on each video. So everybody channel doesn't make the same amount of money. So it's hard to say, but to make a nice living, just try to do like 1 million or 2 million views a month. You know what I'm saying? And if your video is only getting like 100,000 views, just drop a lot of videos. You'll be good. But yeah, to make 1,000, you can do that with one good video maybe. But depending on your channel, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's channel don't get paid the same. I ain't got no problem. I ain't got no problem with Kendrick Lamar. But like I say, I don't really listen to music that much since I started doing YouTube because I feel like low key, like I'll still play some music when I'm driving, but I feel like music was kind of a big distraction for me, so I try to stay away from it. Yeah, I will bump some worship music for sure. Try to make 2 mil a month, man. If I did, I'll probably be, man. Nah, I don't. Yeah, I know a lot of politics in Europe get crazy. How fried is Durk? He pretty fried. He shouldn't even be in that situation. He too rich to be game banging. I saw people trying to say they cloned Jim Carrey, but I don't know. I think people just used to seeing Jim Carrey 20 years ago, and they don't realize that he don't look the same as he did in all his movies because he like 60 something now, or maybe he in his 50s. I don't know. Have you ever gone to jail? Yeah, yeah. I remember back when I was like a teenager. My homie threw a pop can at a bus, and they put us in the police station for like 12 hours. But it was Chicago, so if you're not in there for a violent crime, they just let you bond out, and the charges got dropped. It was just gonna be like a property damage charge. What's some crazy you would make a video about, but you would only post on your second account? A lot of geopolitics, to be honest. This your first live though? No, I went live a couple times back when my channel was real small, but I kind of shied away from it until now. What's your opinion on people thinking everything is a sacrifice or humiliation ritual? See, everything ain't a conspiracy theory. Some things are. I definitely believe that it is some dark stuff going on somewhere, but just due to the fact that we don't know exactly where it is, it's hard to point, where it is. Is Cuba next? I don't know. I don't know, man. I have not been to Rockford. I have not. As far as Chicago, I mean, like Illinois, like I've mostly left the state way more than I've visited like smaller towns in Illinois. I've been to Champaign, because I wanted to go to U of I when I was still like playing sports in high school. I went to Simeon. How do you feel about Palantir? Palantir very scary, for sure. I'm scared of Palantir. I'm scared of Peter Thiel too. No, no, I know. See, and listen, I know it be going down in Rockford too, so I'll be very cautious about going to cities that, what I'm saying, well, I don't really know how to move in there. What's there to do in Champaign? It's a lot to do in Champaign. It's a pretty nice sized college town. Um, yeah, me and my wife went to Champaign one year for New Year's. Champaign is a nice little city. And I mean, if you like college sports, you can go watch college sports in Champaign too. Do you enjoy making more street level videos or worldwide? I like worldwide more. I feel like I kind of box myself in only talking about the streets. Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's where they found GMEB Bands. He was doing something he ain't had no business doing. Bands didn't see the bigger picture, man. He could have been a big rapper. He ain't even had no business still in the streets if he really knew how to monetize himself. Shout out to Walter Vargas. Is your dog the mascot of your channel? Yep. He the CEO. I asked the tax lady if I could use him as a tax write-off, and they told me no. So that's kind of disappointing, but that's okay. I rock with Lucky. I wish Lucky would put the drugs down, though. I rock with Lucky. My homie been in the studio with Lucky up on the north side, but I wish Lucky would sober up for sure. Yeah, you can call me Trappy. I got Windows. My wife got a Mac. I don't really. I never really saw a point to get a Mac. I think they cool laptops, but no, I got a PC. Ever meet D Rose at Simeon? No, D Rose way older than me, so I just pretty much used to see his jersey whenever you walk into the gym. He did come to a game though at Simeon before. Yeah, LA lit, man. I ain't gonna lie. I'm scared to go to LA without like some family out there. But like I say, the only family I got in Cali is in San Diego. I feel like you're a cop of some sorts. I think cops gotta have like a degree now. I don't think I would qualify to be a cop, to be honest with you. Definitely not FBI. I think you really gotta have a degree or something. You couldn't get in law enforcement with my GPA for sure. I don't know. Big U kind of scared me with LA, man. Big U was extorting the whole city. Thoughts on Lil Uzi Vert? I used to listen to Uzi back when I was in college, but I don't know what he be on for real. He doing this thing though. I don't know what he on though. Little Village it's a mixed bag in Little Village because yeah, it can be a little dangerous, but it's a lot of family. Little Village is a like I ain't gonna lie. Me and my cousin, we popped out at a club one day in Little Village, not even knowing like we was in a club where they was playing like only Spanish music. We was people staring at us crazy. They was wearing cowboy hats in there, so we kind of got up out of there. But Little Village, it don't seem it don't seem that bad. It's seem like a family oriented neighborhood to me. I don't know if I'm gonna watch the Michael Jackson documentary. I don't know. A lot of movies kind of disappoint me nowadays. Shout out to the West Side. I lived out west for a few years for sure. You have a good firewall? I hope so. Bro, if you can make it in Chicago, you can make it in California. Yeah, but see, I'm also from Chicago, so I know how to move around Chicago. I'm not from Cali, so you know what I'm saying? Like, Just because I made it in Chicago don't mean that I know how to move around LA. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, once you grow up somewhere, you can navigate there more than you can navigate anywhere else. You know what I'm saying? No OF page. No, 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 no. Shout out to Africa. You go there, broski. No, you go there, man. Shout out to your donation for sure. Definitely feeding my dog with that one. Have you ever got shot at? For sure. It wasn't directly aimed at me, just kind of like wrong place, wrong time, which is kind of my fault though. Shout out to Australia. It's 6:15 a.m. Where you at now? Shout out to you for tuning in early. I've thought about doing a gang video about the Caribbean, but the Caribbean is so lit, bro. I kind of shy away from it because it would kind of get sad real quick because people don't understand. Like somewhere like Jamaica and a lot of places in the Caribbean is way more dangerous than the United States. How do you choose your video topics? It's honestly a mixed bag. I don't really have one. I can't really give you one answer on that because too many things that go into it. The president's chef. You talking about Obama chef? Yeah, I don't know what happened to him. He came up, he came up deceased in a strange way. I don't know about that. And then Obama, he was like looking like he had just gotten in a fight after it. Have you gone to Mexico? I have been to Mexico. I was a little kid. I had a Batman toy and somebody stole it. I was hurt, but beautiful country. Shout out to you for the donation. Make more lengthy videos. I haven't heard of the Franklin. I have heard of the Franklin cover up, but I don't know enough about it. I need to do my homework. I did a Thailand video and it got age restricted. Crazy. So I never made another one after that because I made a Thailand video, but it got age restricted. Crazy, right? It's crazy what you can talk about without getting restricted. I got a lot of fam in Haiti. Yeah, Haiti, Jamaica, Trinidad, and Tobago's not the same as crime in the United States. Shout out to Quasi, love from Pakistan. Shout out to Pakistan. How you feel about Obama? Yeah, I feel, kind of the same as I feel about any president. You know what I'm saying? Like, he seemed like a very charismatic guy, but, I'm against war and conflict. And, he did all that too. So I don't know. First of all, if Obama, he was a Chicago politician. You can't be in politics in Chicago without dealing with the mob in general. So, and that's not a conspiracy theory. That's just a fact of being in Chicago. You can't get in Chicago politics without the mob. It's literally a mob city. I feel like every party just do as much as they can to make way for the next party to come in, because every time one party get in office, they make so many people mad that the next party has to get voted in, and then when the next party get voted in, they make so many people mad that the next party has to get voted in, and so on and on. Is Drake making a comeback? I don't even know if Drake really fell off all the way. He's too rich. Oh, okay. Shout out to the UK. Is Chicago still a mob city? Chicago will always be a mob city. If you just look up a mob indictment, they still having mob indictments in the 2020s. And the mob beating the FBI in Chicago in the 2020s. They just beat the case in 2020. So yeah, they still active. When I was a kid, I didn't even know that gambling was illegal in Illinois because the mob would go around installing slot machines in people's businesses for a return on a profit. So I thought gambling was legal in Illinois. Then they legalized it, and I was confused because the mob had never stopped. Chicago will always be a mob city. It ain't gonna never stop. You can't even build on. They're trying to build a casino in Chicago right now, but they had to halt construction because guess who owned the concrete? Every governor in Illinois is mob. Pritzker is from Chicago. You cannot do politics in Chicago without involving the mob. It's just not possible. I don't know if Black Boy Max really said that. I don't know, but I mean, I think what like people consider black culture is not the same as what it actually is. So, but that's a whole nother story. Yeah, the mob is definitely still active in Chicago. Just go to Little Italy, bro. As a matter of fact, just go to City Hall in Chicago. I touched on Venezuela in a very, very, very old deleted video. I might do another one though. Balkan crime for sure. That's definitely one video I would do. Oh no, bro. Tony Frank, Troy Franken. No, I didn't mean to ignore it. I didn't see it. My bad. Sitting with a broken leg, no choice. Man, I hope you heal up soon. And man, I know that's not fun. That cute pupper, that's my dog. Trappy Trapster, man. Damn. I would never ignore a donation. I'm sorry. It was a mix. Now the Satan Disciples, it was a mix of like European immigrant kids that started the Satan Disciples. I don't think it was all Polish. I did not ignore a donation. It's going too fast. I don't ignore nothing. Big fan from India. Shout out to India. Shout out to the whole subcontinent. Why have some of the videos on your channel gone missing? What video went missing? I think I just dropped so many videos that some people think that I'll be deleting them because you just have to go so far back to find them. But I just drop a lot of videos. You know what I'm saying? So I haven't deleted no videos in a while. I just dropped so many that they get kind of lost in the sauce. Shout out to Denmark. You enjoy the rest of your day too. Shout out to you for tuning in to the live. I'm back in Ohio now. Sad what's happening in Springfield. Yeah, man. Yeah, I heard a lot of yeah, I know. No, YouTube didn't remove my Thailand video. They just age restricted it. So it's still up there, but it's age restricted. Shout out to Moreland. Have you ever looked at the Mormon church? I have looked at the Mormon church. I've looked at all kind of churches because I always be skeptical. You know, I've even been to a Jehovah's Witness church. Ever thought of doing a documentary about the black mob in Harlem, like Bumpy Johnson and the guy? Yeah, I sure have. You got Twitter? No, I deleted all my social media because I didn't know what was going to happen once my YouTube blew up. So, because see, I haven't had a Facebook. I haven't had a Facebook in like probably a decade, but I deleted all my social media because for one, I feel like social media it don't really help your career. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't see no point for me to be going live on Instagram. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, all y'all watch me on YouTube. So what am I getting on Twitter for? And plus, I'm not trying to talk to no bot accounts on Twitter. So I haven't had a Twitter in a long time. Do you feel like having fans from countries you criticize? Do you feel weird having fans from countries you criticize? No, because, you know, if I say something about your country, I'm not criticizing the population. You know what I'm saying? I know how to separate the people from the government. I criticize my own country. You know what I'm saying? So, nobody is safe. I criticize my country and, you know, somebody else's country might catch a stray, but I love the people because I know that the people, even if you vote, like your country don't really stand for what you stand for all the time. You know what I'm saying? I can't just say, oh, this government did this, so that's how everybody in that country feel. That's not true. You leaving the USA? Like to move? I don't know. Probably not. The only thing that will make me consider moving to another country is taxes, to be honest. Because it's crazy. You don't have to make that much money to start getting like finessed on taxes. Shout out to Poland. Show yourself. What is there to feel bad on? I heard that Dan Crenshaw lost the primaries. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm having yeah, see, the thing about elections, y'all got to understand, like, you just got to ask, what's the point of political donations, right? If I'm a millionaire and I'm running for office, what are donations doing? Because if I make enough money to fund my own campaign, you got to look at the donations as being kind of bribes. You know what I'm saying? I ain't donating to no politician. I ain't gonna lie. Shout out to Germany. I've never played Roblox or Minecraft. Half the people here don't pay taxes. Well, I do, because I'm scared. I don't want Uncle Sam knocking on my door. So you're not worried about Trump using the military to stay in power? That definitely wouldn't be good if any president did it. I'm worried about the U.S. government in general. I always have been since I was a little kid. We are a bully country. Shout out to Yay Yakiso. Hey, Trav, love your content. Chicago resident here. Got to ask your opinion on something. I got a good friend that went to the Yucatan Peninsula for a wedding, and I'm real worried given the situation. We'll see. Everything that's going on in Mexico is pretty much just going on in one state, which is Jalisco. So, I mean, as long as he's not in Jalisco, he might be good because people forget that Mexico City is a pretty safe part of Mexico. You know what I'm saying? All the stuff that's going on in Mexico right now is mostly centered on one state. So he'll be okay. And plus, there was plenty of people still going on vacation to Mexico when all this happened. And, yeah, the U.S. government causes a lot of destruction in other countries, no matter who's in office. When people try to criticize me for not picking a side, I just challenge them, hey, show me one president that didn't destabilize another country, and I'll wait. I haven't seen real politics argument, but it's been known that the United States, has been a bully country ever since we was like able to bully people. Has anyone in your personal life found your YouTube channel? For sure. And yeah, it's crazy because a lot of people in my family, they wasn't really listening to me like tell them to start YouTube until they started seeing me. But you're not gonna do this type of thing unless you want to. But yeah, a few. I got a real big family. You know what I'm saying? Mimetic warfare. I got to do my homework on it. I'm not gonna lie. Why have power if you don't flex? Yeah. What motivated you to get in this specific niche, Trap? Well, I pretty much been looking up useless information on the internet since I was a kid, and I always wonder what I could do to put it to use. And I guess I finally found something. What do I think about Christy Norm getting fired? I cared about her getting fired until I realized that she got fired and then she just got rehired for another government job. So her getting fired was a show, like most everything in the United States government. She got fired from being the head of Homeland Security or whatever, just for the government to create a new position for her to be the head of. So she didn't get fired. She still get the same salary. But they know that most Americans won't like Google that and find out. So like, you know what I'm saying? Like people, when they feel like the boomers, they would never know that she has a new job because they don't really, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, we know she got a new job. I've been to the Grand Canyon. I've been there. Africa, will you ever do a vid on Cuidad Juarez and Chihuahua? For sure. I've touched on Juarez and Chihuahua actually in my Mexico corruption video. I actually touched on both of those, so you should you check it out. I know you might have to go back a little bit, but I definitely did touch on the whole state of Chihuahua and Juarez. Mississippi, I don't know. My grandma from Mississippi though. Did you start doing YouTube for money or as a hobby at first? You got to do it as a hobby first. You know what I'm saying? Because YouTube require you to get to a certain point before they even pay you. So, I did YouTube for a little minute for free, just as a hobby. See you, Dad. Okay, I pronounced it wrong. My fault. Opinions on Little Village. I only been to Little Village a handful of times. I think it's a nice neighborhood. They gang bang a little bit, but they gang bang a little bit in a lot of neighborhoods. You know what's crazy? My New York drill video that actually blew up my channel, and it was like the most unexpected thing because I was trying to brainstorm a video and I only had 3,000 subscribers, and I just kept seeing New York, and I've been following like the whole New York thing, and I said, what, let me just give my opinion on New York, and that's what actually blew my channel up. Topics I won't ever do. I don't know because I feel like I've done some topics that I didn't think I would ever do. So, never say never. Of course, if it's like just a bad taste video in general, I probably won't. Favorite classical composer? I don't know. Maybe Beethoven? I don't know. You have love for the game still? Like what, YouTube? If you're talking about YouTube, for sure. I've been watching YouTube since I was a little kid. I kind of dreamed about being able to be a creator. Do a San Francisco video, maybe. Maybe Ecuador for sure. Shout out to Jamaica. How do you edit your videos in terms of the visual? I just try to, like, it take me a long time kind of because I try to base every word that I say. I try to get a visual that I think will support that every word that I say. So what I tell people is if you want to edit a video, don't be scared to spend an hour trying to find a clip that's only going to play for 2 seconds because it'll be worth it. Will you do a video about clavicular being frame mogged? I talked about clavicular a couple times, and no, you sound black. I am African American. DC follow up, maybe. Rap conspiracy, maybe. I kind of covered the Kardashians in my rich people trying to scam you video. I kind of covered they come up. I would suggest anybody use CapCut to start editing for sure. Outro song doesn't have a name, unfortunately. Shout out to you for tuning in. Enjoy the rest of your day. What shoes you be wearing? I ain't gonna lie, I used to be ratchet, man. I'm from Chicago, so I used to just wear Nikes and Jordans. My wife, she got me into wearing Hokas. I do wear Timbs though. I got 3 commercials before this. 3 is crazy. Update on Juice WRLD. It's not really no update. Everything was kind of mysterious. You know what I'm saying? Like they said that the FBI searched his plane while he was still alive. Like they were suspecting him as a trafficker and all this, and then all of a sudden he died. Like it's crazy. I think a lot of stuff is done to distract us from a lot of stuff. Thoughts on Lil B? He kind of paved the way for all modern hip hop. Thoughts on Megan the anime? I don't know. Who would you consider the best American president? I don't know. George Washington seemed like he didn't care. He seemed like he was pretty unapologetic. Much love from NYC. Shout out to Dante. Any tips on how to keep motivated and building the channel? Talk about whatever you want and talk about something that you can talk about every day. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you would sit back and talk to your people about or your homies or your family, talk about that on YouTube. It'd be the easiest job ever. You know what I'm saying? And as far as research, just got to check as many sources as possible. Don't ever limit it to like 2 or 3 sources. Just check as many as possible as far as research. Dig deep. Industry plants and music. There are definitely industry plants and music. You know what I'm saying? I mean, just from a standpoint, if I'm a label executive and I want to make some money, it would be easier for me to just pick somebody up that already got like the physical appeal and just turn them into a star. Like it would be crazy to think that a record label wouldn't do that. Because you got people that grind in music for a decade and don't ever blow up. And then you got people that, I blew up with my first song. Like, yeah, come on. Mabu planted himself though, but Mabu is a good example of how the label can do that because he had money and his dad got enough money to plant him. So, if you can pay a rapper to be around you, you can plant yourself. It's just stay expensive. I never seen One Piece. I know what it is though. How do you feel about GTA 6? I think it'll be fun. I don't know about Roblox. I've been hearing a lot of negative stuff about Roblox though. I never played it though. Now, see, the whole CIA left guns in Chicago during the drill era. I don't know. I think if they did that, they probably would have did it back in the 80s. Chicago was actually way more dangerous before the drill era. And a lot of people don't realize that just because you couldn't really see what was going on. But the 90s in Chicago was by far the worst, most dangerous decade of the city outside of the 70s. Yeah, I do YouTube full time for sure. How Rondo get that RPG? He say it was fake. Rondo say it was fake. I believe him. I don't think he really had one, bro. Because what you gonna do with that? You know what I'm saying? My average demographic on YouTube, it tells me it's people in Cali and New York from 25 to 34. That's what I say my average demographic is. I do get watched by some boomers too. Very surprising. I don't know if I would do a video on the dark stuff about Roblox. Kind of disturbing. Yeah, that's my dog in the picture for sure. Yeah, the Candyman era in Chicago, the 70s, 80s Chicago, treacherous place. I'm so glad I didn't grow up in that era. I'm so glad I wasn't born yet. Hello from Florida. Shout out to Florida. Top 5 states: Illinois, New York, California, Florida, Texas, Hawaii. Shout out to all the other states too. Shout out to Indiana for having cheap gas. Everybody from Chicago go to Indiana to get gas. We're talking about gasoline for your car. I'm an old head. Hey, as long as you handling business, people call me an old head too. Shout out to Utah. Shout out to Prague. Shout out to you for even see. That's what I be saying. When I see people watch me in other countries and make me feel ignorant, make me feel like I should learn y'all language. I will become more bilingual one day. I wouldn't do a story about Lil Mark, but I did do one story about Lil Mark. Like I actually was in the crib with his baby mama one time, and it's messed up, bro. I actually seen Lil Mark's son in person. Shout out to UK. Shout out to Mozambique. Yeah, Chicago wants to go to Indiana to get other things too, for sure. Northern Germany. Greetings from the Netherlands. Shout out to the Netherlands. Shout out to Amsterdam, Rotterdam. Shout out to Latvia. Do more Chicago videos, maybe. Shout out to Spain. Shout out to Madrid, Barcelona, Catalonia. Shout out to Asturias, all that. Shout out to Sweden. Shout out to South Africa. Finland. You know, Finland always get ranks as the happiest country. It's crazy, right? Rotterdam sounds fun. It does. Hey, from the Carolinas, any chance you might cover some motorcycle clubs in the 90s? Maybe. I kind of cover motorcycle clubs a little in Vancouver. The El Rukins. Yeah. My grandma used to mess with the El Rukins. Shout out to Montenegro. Shout out to New Zealand. I would do a video about New Zealand, but it constantly ranks as one of the least corrupt countries. So I feel like I probably wouldn't have a lot to talk about. Shout out to Egypt. Rock Nation. No, I'm scared of Jay-Z. I don't know if I'm going to do a Rock Nation video. Jay-Z scared me. New Orleans, very treacherous. Might do a video. Central Florida, best part of Florida for sure. I mean, you know, South Florida looks nice. North Florida look nice, you know. But yeah, I heard a lot of good stuff about Central Florida. Shout out to Alabama. No, I wouldn't. Come on, man. Y'all asking crazy questions. Cuba, maybe. Yeah. Hey, I mean, since a lot of countries are corrupt, you know, least corrupt, you don't really have much to compete with, especially in an English-speaking country. Love from the West Side. Shout out to the West Side. I used to live in Austin. What exactly allowed mobs to tie himself to the garbage disposal industry? I don't know. I always wondered that. I don't know why the mob in Chicago was so closely tied to construction and like they even own garbage trucks, bro. I assume it's because they wanted an easy way to legalize their money. That's the only thing I can think of. But yeah, you can't even get a job working for the city. You can't even be a garbage truck driver without getting a connection. Chicago just one of them kind of cities. You know what I'm saying? Would you do a Death Row Records video? Maybe. Cubs or White Sox? Come on, man. From the South Side, White Sox. But I support the Cubs too. Anybody that bring a banner to Chicago, I support you. I don't care if it's hockey, soccer, whoever bring a championship to the city, I support you. Love for the Dominican Republic for sure. I think a lot of dudes need to be careful going down to the Dominican Republic for these women, which I need to be careful. But yeah, shout out to the Dominican Republic. You know, if you're going to go down there for the women, you better marry one. Thoughts on Waukegan? I think people underestimate Waukegan. You know, I actually did a mystery case about a dude where something mysterious happened to an Air Force veteran up in Waukegan. School of the Americas. Oh yeah. Who has the best Italian beef? Whoo. I don't know. I'm gonna have to come back on you on that one. I think all Chicago food is good. Just eating in other states, I ain't even trying to do no other city or state like this. And you can call me biased, that's fine. But I think Chicago got the best food in the country. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. He said cap. He said cap for sure. I do want to eat in New York though. No, I never seen Invincible. Texas got y'all beat. That's what they say. I had a big argument in the comment section of one of my videos about Texas Mexican food or Chicago Mexican food or Cali Mexican food. And it might all be good. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Professor Trapp? Yo, Trapp, what you used to do for work? Boy, I used to do all type of stuff, man. I done worked all over, like in college and all that. I done worked in factories. I done been a fry cook like SpongeBob SquarePants. I done work retail. I done work anywhere with money. I always hated every job I had. That's why I always moved around. So I done worked in a lot of different jobs. I even worked at McDonald's before. I ain't gonna lie. I was in that drive-through window for like 3 weeks before I got up out of there. But the last job that I worked before I started doing YouTube, I was working from home, and I ain't gonna lie, that really did help me like be able to start my YouTube because I was working from home. So, it gave me a lot of time to focus on making videos. The Chicago gangs having Masonic ties. See, I would, but don't no gang members even know nothing about none of that. You know what I'm saying? It might have had Masonic ties in the beginning, but gangs in Chicago are so disorganized, they not tied to nothing at this point. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like other places where gang banging is organized. Gang banging in Chicago is not organized. Like your gang don't even matter no more in the city. Like it's just about what clique you in. So it ain't no ties to nothing. Are you into the Chicago bop era? It was a crazy era where everybody stopped gang banging for a little bit and they just started dancing and throwing parties. But that's how the West Side always was. You know, if you wanted to go to a block party in Chicago, go to one on the West Side. The West Side did get a little bit more dangerous, but like maybe 10 years ago, the West Side was a lot less dangerous. But the West Side always been a place where you can go and everybody outside dancing and drinking. Just the most lit part of the city, but that's probably why it became the most dangerous. Were Chicago gangs ever organized? Yeah, they was organized up until like the early 2000s. What about the underground gangs where they at 2-6 SDs? They still in the city. They are west, northwest side. They all around there. What degree of Freemason are you? I'm not a Freemason. Are you gonna do a video on back of the yards? Maybe, maybe. I know some people from the back of the yards. Yeah, I believe in God for sure. What changed in the 2000s? The FBI locked up all the gang leaders, and once there's no gang leaders, it just became a free fall. Not the gang leaders was a good thing because also locking up the gang leaders, a lot of the gangs kind of stopped with the drugs. Like when I was growing up, when no gang members selling drugs for real. Like if they was, it was a single operation. But back when it was organized, it was like a big destroy the community thing. So, but yeah, once all the indictments happened, all the gang leaders told on each other. It wasn't an organization ever since. I would never ignore Israel. I even spoke on them in my video on the second channel. Yep, that's my dog in the picture. Is it a gay thing in Chicago? Chicago does have an LGBT neighborhood. It's called Boys Town. That's no pun intended. It's actually called Boys Town. When you pull up, it's a rainbow, and the police cars got rainbows on them. It's an actual neighborhood. Before they removed public housing projects, was the area safer? No. Chicago actually got much safer after they tore the projects down. It took a few years once everybody migrated. It was a little dangerous, but definitely a decade after the projects got towed down, the city was way safer because, like I say, the 90s and 80s was treacherous. I mean, the gangs was always beefing and violence. It's just that now they wasn't really involved in operations to, you know, sell drugs to their own community like they was back in the day. Because back in the day, they was doing that and it was violent. So that's why it was worse back then. A guy from my college dorm from Inglewood used to be Lithuanian. Yeah, Lithuanian Plaza. Yeah, that's yep, it's in Inglewood too. You won't even see no Lithuanians around there. But yeah, Chicago still got a lot of ethnic enclaves like the Albanians in Chicago, the Russians, the Greeks. It's a Greek town in Chicago. We got Little Italy. And like I say, the Poles are everywhere. Are you planning to ever interview an ex-gang member? I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe if we got a good message. Yep, Trappy is my dog. It's my wife dog, but he was a puppy when I met her, so it's my dog too now. What do you think of Charleston White? I think he crazy. He make good points sometimes, but he destroys whatever good point he make when he started talking too crazy. I think the money went to Charleston White head, honestly. Yeah, I know. Nothing worse than No Jumper bringing in gang members to beef with each other. But see, the thing about people that go on No Jumper, y'all can't be 30-year-old gang members going on No Jumper because for one, he don't even pay all of y'all to be on there. So if you going on there and you gonna let somebody from New Hampshire rage bait you into talking about your ops for free, that's crazy. No. Don't do up north like that. Some parts up north get very, very, very treacherous, and some parts up north nice. Like you ever been to Wrigleyville? Like, bro, if you go to bars and stuff like that, go to Wrigleyville. You had a time of your life. Come on, man. Do you think protective policing like jump outs help down crime? I don't know what caused crime to decrease, but like I said, Chicago did get safer. Loke City, I mean, it turned into a lot of big neighborhoods split into different neighborhoods, but you will still hear them called by like every name. But like, yeah, most neighborhoods that had a name 10 years ago is different. Like even in O Block, like the young guys in O Block, they call themselves by a whole different name. Is Gyro City still a thing? Yeah, kind of. But like in every neighborhood, the younger guys, they call themselves something different. You know what I'm saying? Jaro City is from like the early 2000s. So, a dude that's gang banging at 16 now, he don't know the original guys from Jaro City. You know what I'm saying? Kanye is not my favorite rapper. Kanye is pretty strange. Wrigleyville is fun though. I'm not gonna lie, Wrigleyville is fun. Shout out to the Irish people in Chicago, and not even just them. Shout out to the drunk people in Wrigleyville. I think Kevin Durant is too rich to be talking crazy on social media, but he's been doing this for years now. Do gang members have a 9 to 5? Some of them. A lot of gang members are teenagers, what people like to forget in Chicago, at least. A lot of gang members are in high school, so a lot of them, they 9 to 5 is school. You know what I'm saying? I don't know a lot of gang members that dropped out of school. I know some gang. I know a gang member that had a full ride scholarship. You know what I'm saying? So it's just different depending on where you are. Yeah, St. Patrick's Day is crazy up in Wrigleyville. Pappy did get taken out too soon, but Pappy was living a dangerous life, man. He should have, as soon as he blew up on the music, he should have left Chicago. Shout out to Sweden. LA had a bright future, but once he started getting views, he should have left Chicago. But then again, like most gang members, he was only 17. So it's kind of hard to leave when you still live at your mom's house. It's unfortunate. But you choose a life. Everybody know that life only got two outcomes. Who's the smartest person you know? Um, I met a lot of smart people in college, so it's hard to say. Would you ever say free Durk? I mean, see, man, everybody say free because it's free, but I can't say free you if I ain't sending you no money. What I will say about Durk is that he was too rich to be gang banging. You know, Durk had enough money where he didn't even have to ever see his hood again. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, his only reason for being back in the hood was should have been to tell other dudes to get out the hood and let's start a business. But once you up that much money and you gang banging, I can't really say nothing about you. Because you ain't care about your own life. So I can't care about it more than you do. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no way I'm gonna be up 40 million gang banging. Ain't no way. Now, if he gonna get out and take care of his kids and stop gang banging, sure, you could say free him. But he had his whole life to do that. But you know, he didn't care about none of that. He wanted to still gang bang, even though Durk is like older than, you know, Durk like 34 or something. Like he had no business gang banging still. You got too much money, bro. Gang banging is for teenagers. No, ain't nobody gonna do nothing to you if they leave you. Gangs gotta be organized for something to happen to you for leaving. I used to listen to J. Cole back in the day, but like I said, I don't really listen to a lot of music now. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what J. Cole doing, so I don't want to say. Who do you see next up in rap? Man, whoever the industry chooses. Yeah, yeah, I like my government sponsored influencers for sure. Shout out to Grape T News. Is that your dog? For sure. What Muslim country got the best food? I don't know. Morocco look like they got pretty good food. How you can tell he wasn't really a threat as soon as he got some money, he started thinking he was Vaughn. And see, that's the thing. If you know somebody like Vaughn in the streets, Vaughn is not the type of dude you supposed to give a platform and make him a millionaire unless he gonna change his life. But Vaughn was the type of dude, even his own friends say you couldn't even talk about peace with Vaughn. So somebody that can't even talk about peace and they grown, you nah, you can't. You gotta distance yourself from people like that. Shout out to Eastside Kool-Aid. Do a video on Dallas or Texas City for sure. I did a Houston video. It got lost in the sauce because I made so many videos. Channel 5, he do some cool reports for sure. And he's commented on a lot of my videos. So shout out to him for supporting. And shout out to him for being boots on the ground. You know, I like how Channel 5 try to be unbiased. You know, if you can cover something without bias, that's cool. Yeah, I'll do a face reveal one day. What's your favorite? I like everything at the Taste of Chicago, but I mean, I ain't gonna lie. It's hard for anything to beat that funnel cake though. But I'll eat everything at the taste. I ain't gonna lie. Nick Shirley, I watch this channel and I feel like sometimes he be a little biased, but I feel like he tries not to be biased. So I don't really know what to make of his channel. Cause like I say, I don't wanna watch you cover something if you're gonna be biased. Should I go D1 or be a rapper? Do both. I ain't gonna lie, the easiest time for you to blow up in rap is when you're on a college campus. A lot of people don't understand that. That's a very underrated thing. But yeah, yeah, yeah. Try to rap as a college kid. That's your easiest time to blow up. And living on the college campus, you at your most social. So do both. I ran track in college. I think Damian Lillard just he can rap, but yeah, he just didn't realize that unfortunately once you get known for one thing, people don't really want to hear you do another thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like even Kobe came out with an album. Days good, Adam. How about you? What did you run? I ran long distance. See, I ran long distance in high school. I would do 1600, 3200, and all that. But before I really got to do a meet in college, I got academically disqualified, man. No, I don't smoke or drink. I had enough fun in high school and college. Oh, I might drink when I go to Las Vegas. They don't give out too much info. uh, What's your time on a 1600? Kind of embarrassing. I ain't gonna lie. I said I ran track. I didn't say I was that fast. Who do you know for a fact is an industry plant? I don't know. Maybe somebody like Ice Spice. I kind of read about her come up and it just didn't sound weird. Now, obviously, I don't know for sure because I don't know her, but it was something like she went to college and then she met a dude whose father was a record producer in the industry already. So she basically went to college and met some dude by chance that was already in the industry, and he put her in the industry. So that kind of sounds like a plant to me. You know what I'm saying? Would you ever give the pass to a Latino? Listen, man, all that past stuff, it's like, look, bro, if you're not saying the word disrespectfully, I can't tell you what to say. Because the world did 20 years ago, didn't nobody even care about all that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if a white dude paid $100 to go see NBA YoungBoy, who gonna tell him he can't sing all the lyrics? You know what I'm saying? Like I say, I'm in an interracial marriage, bro. Andy Warhol was a plant. I heard that too. Heard a lot of stuff about Andy Warhol though. I heard some people say he was like an alien or something. You say you saw her come up in real time. I doubt she is, for sure. Can't argue with that if you've seen her. Gang married? I am married. No, I don't watch anime, but if you do, man, to each his own. I used to like Dragon Ball Z when I was a kid, for sure. Someone like you a snowman. Where do you lean politically? Uh, I don't trust. I don't trust rich people that whose job it is to get support. So that's where I land. Making an egg sandwich right now in the hood, man. Put some bacon on it. What defunct Chicago gang do you think make a comeback? None of them, bro. The kids, the teenagers nowadays, they don't even care about that. They gang is whatever they say it's called. Rogers Park is a nice neighborhood, but for the north side, I will say Rogers Park always been a little active though. So it's definitely safer parts of the north side, like Lincoln Park. Yeah, yeah. Shout out to Vamp. Would you ever talk about the normalization of AI entertainment? I don't like AI videos. Like I'm sure y'all have seen it, but somebody keep making AI King Von shorts where like they just keep making up King Von scenarios with AI. And I just imagine his grandma coming on YouTube and seeing that. Like that's must be kind of disturbing for her. Or about what about his kids, bro? His kids gonna grow up in like 10 years and they're gonna see somebody made like $1 million making AI videos of their dad. Like that's crazy work. You can at least break off the family. How much money to sell out? None. No, man. I feel like I make a decent amount right now. I made more than I made at my job, so I don't even need to sell out. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, I pay enough in taxes. It'd be crazy for me to sell out just to owe more in taxes. You play any musical instruments? Unfortunately, I'm not that talented. I wish I was. My girlfriend told me her dad watches Chinese AI videos. I'm sure my dad might watch AI videos too. He just don't know it. This your first stream for sure, Mr. X 2089. Thank you for the donation. This is my first stream recently. I streamed a couple times back when my channel was small, but I deleted them. King Von China AI videos are crazy. I know. And how many subs did it take you to quit your 9 to 5? Um, I was under 100K, so I might have been at like 50,000 subs. Because your subs, it's only a small part of it. It's about how many views you got. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. Like I say, every channel is not the same. Every channel gets paid a little differently. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I made YouTube my full time thing before I got my 100K plaque. I definitely did. Yeah. No, I don't got an Instagram. I don't. I deleted it a long time ago. Open at night for sure. How often are you going to stream? At least once a week, maybe a little more. Uh, See, Mobb Deep and Wu-Tang was way before my time, but I'll tell you, my big cousin used to always play Mobb Deep when he was in the crib. So, why do people use Insta or TikTok as wild? Well, you got some people that's growing up on it. You know what I'm saying? Worst city in the U.S. I don't know. everybody love their city, so that's subjective. Do you use social media besides YouTube? I do not. Do you play games on stream? No, I will one day once I figure it out. Gary, Indiana. Well, see, I know a lot of people from Gary that love Gary. And then Gary got a nice part called Miller Beach. So if you go to Miller Beach, you wouldn't even know that you was anywhere around Gary because it's so nice. Mobile, Alabama. I've been to Mobile. I ain't gonna lie. It was Mobile wasn't that bad. I had some good food in Mobile. Had some good food in Mobile. I went to a fish fry. Daly City, California. For sure. Shout out to the Asians. Shout out to the Asian immigrants, the Filipino immigrants, for sure. I have fun in Vegas. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, yeah. If you say it's not worth it because it's so expensive, yeah, it's Vegas is clearly a tourist trap as a city. But yeah, you can have fun there. Maybe another Nadronga video. Maybe. I went to jail in Mobile. That's why. Yeah, I couldn't imagine, man. Yeah, it's probably not the place to go to jail at. Don't go to jail nowhere in the South, man. Do you think Kai Cenat is actually? I think Kai Cenat, just like I Show Speed, over exaggerate and pretend to not understand stuff for clicks and views and for clip farming. Which I feel like you don't have to dumb yourself down for clips, but he does. But then again, Kai from New York, so he could just be a little extra. But I don't think I think Kai is smart. You know what I'm saying? I think he do stuff intentionally. I mean, everything in Chinatown good. I ain't gonna lie. See, my pops love Chinese food, so we done hit a lot of restaurants in Chinese town growing up. But I ain't gonna lie. Get some fried chicken from a Chinese food restaurant in Chicago. You will never regret it. They fried in peanut oil. No, I really don't watch nothing now. I used to watch a lot of stuff, but I don't really watch nothing now. You know what I'm saying? And go over the channel. I don't know. Just to do my thing and you know entertain. I guess you know what I'm saying. Maybe I guess inspire y'all to do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Because if there's something that you want to do on YouTube, you for sure can do it. Ain't nobody got to plant you to do nothing. Yeah, the West Side good, but the whole Chicago is good. What's your Harold's order? Just give me a 10-piece, no sauce. Give me a little bit of lemon pepper. How many views needs to quit a 9 to 5? I would say probably in any niche, as long as you can manage to get 1.5 million views a month, however many videos you got to drop to get to 1 million videos in 30 days, I think you'll be good. Oh yeah, you just graduated high school. I'm definitely older than you. You know what I'm saying? But just I'm a couple years older than how can I put this? I'm a couple years older than the oldest Gen Z person. But my wife said the food ready, y'all, so I gotta go. I don't want that food to get cold. She been out there working that grill. So you know what I'm saying? Hey, congratulations on graduating. Once you graduate, you officially better than me because my dumb ass used to dish crime too much to graduate. I used to dish school too much. It has saved me a plate for sure. I'll be back on here though. I'm glad y'all showed up. Shout out to all the donations. Shout out to everybody that came to the live stream. You know what I'm saying? Well, none of this be possible without none of y'all. And for sure, if you want to make a YouTube, just go for it. Do it right now, though. Like right now. You know what I'm saying? But for sure, happy Sunday to everybody. Thank y'all for pulling up to the live. She say my food in the microwave might be a little cold, but that's cool. I appreciate y'all for popping out, man. Good night or morning, whatever time it is where y'all at. But shout out to y'all. Yeah, I'm gonna get some odds for sure. Is it Women's Day? Uh-oh, I need to tell my wife that if it is. You just got here. Oh, I'm sorry. I'll be back though. I'll be back on. You know, I'm gonna try to do this more than once a week because it is a lot of fun for sure. But all right, y'all be safe out there in them streets. Thank y'all for watching for sure. Love all y'all. I'll tell her y'all saying hi for sure. She probably actually on here watching. But all right, y'all. Peace out.